In this video, we will be looking at my top 10 Tia Ballard characters. Tia is one of the most well-known veterans who has voiced countless lovable characters throughout her years, from the silly, the elegant, the ominous, and even the mysterious. This list is solely based on my opinion and what I've seen and heard, so if there's a character that I've missed, feel free to comment below. That being said, let's go! Number 10. Kuso Sekirei. Taking place in Shinto Taito, where 108 superhuman beings known as Sekirei are released into the world to participate in the ultimate competition for survival, Tia lends her voice to Sekirei number 108, a little girl who can turn even the tiniest seed into a giant forest or storm of vines.
Go! Stop it! I won't let you bully my big brother!
No, you can't fight with her!
Tia uses her usual high register and childlike voice to capture Kusuno's adorable, yet sometimes bratty personality. If you combine that with the character's love for her ashikabi, Kusuno is the perfect little sister you just can't help but find adorable, yet somehow very wary of, unless you want to get tangled or slammed by a tree.
You are dependable, so say that you'll stay with me. Please, big brother!
Number 9. Kasumi, Bofuri. In this anime, Tia voices a player who uses a swordsman character in a game called New World Online. Quiet, reserved, and eager to fight any opponent to defend her guild's honor, Kasumi is quite the character in Bofuri, and having Tia voice this character was a great choice.
First of the sword. Hey! Seventh of sword. Shatter!
Unlike other roles, Tia's performance is a bit lower on the register scale, but that doesn't make her portrayal as Kasumi all the more enjoyable, even going as far as to flex her range when Kasumi turns into a child in Season 2.
Thanks a lot. You saved my skin. That said, you make for an adorable little warrior.
Shut up! Don't make me skewer you!
Overall, Tia is no stranger when it comes to voicing reserved characters, as we'll see later, but her performance as Kasumi is quite the win for the fans, which makes me wonder if she's a gamer herself.
Arms of the warrior! Six of swords! Blaze!
Number 8. Haruka Ozara, Harukana Receive. Switching gears to a sports anime, we meet the main protagonist of a story revolving around beach volleyball. Haruka is a tall, attractive young woman who moved to Okinawa with her grandma and cousin Kanata due to her parents' overseas employment. During her stay, she learns about beach volleyball, eventually growing a passion for it. It goes on with Kanata to take on the big league teams, growing as a person and a player.
This one's mine! Think again! That's right!
While she can be lively and empathetic, she can also be a bit childish and straightforward, to which Tia pulls off with ease and captures her ever-growing love and desire to learn everything she can about beach volleyball, her competitive spirit, and her trust and bond with Kanata.
If you didn't know, there are two kinds of sports in this world. Individual sports and team sports. And on the team side of things, there's a sport that can only be played with two people, and that's beach volleyball.
Number 7. Eris, Cat Planet Cuties. Have you ever wondered about there being aliens outside of Earth? In this wacky yet suspenseful anime, the aliens are a race of beautiful, cute, and busty cat girls known as Catians, and Tia happens to voice the embassy of this race.
I'm an alien researching the planet that you people live on. I sent a message saying, I'm going to drop by.
Eris has a peppy, bubbly, cheerful yet naive personality that can endear or frustrate people. But when push comes to shove, despite being peaceful, she's a kitty with claws that'll send anyone, dog or human, home with their tail between their legs.
Let's knock their socks off, among other
things! Number 6. 02, Darling in the Franxx. Coming to a more popular character in her repertoire, Tia switches gears as she tackles the main protagonist and deuteragonist in this post-apocalyptic setting with mechas. What sets this character above the others is Tia capturing the aspects of Zero Two's mysterious yet teasing personality while maintaining another deep register, which fits her very well.
If we just go through together like this... See? No problem.
Zero Two comes off as cold, cynical, sassy, and uncaring of people when she's first introduced, especially considering her backstory. However, she turned out to be assertive, playful, smug, and rebellious, and not even afraid to go wild on her enemies and foes alike if it meant she could protect her darling. It makes sense that not only is this one character you don't want to cross, but she would also be one of Tia's more famous roles.
Do you want to ride now? Now that's what I expect from my darling! Fast as you can!
Number 5. Itsuki Nanako, the Quintessential Quintuplets. While serious, earnest, and hardworking but want to hold grudges, Itsuki's a girl who strives to get good grades to fulfill her dream of being a teacher despite having less than stellar marks.
100? Is this real?
Oh no, I'm so embarrassed!
You wanted me to see it!
Tia is on point with her delivery of Itsuki's sassiness and short temper and also captures her kindness, quirkiness, and love for her sisters. And in this rom-com, despite voicing 1 out of the 5 quintuplets, Tia undoubtedly showed that Itsuki has a uniqueness that separates her from her sisters, which is truly something to be praised for.
In that case, I want to become a great teacher like my mother! And I'm going to teach because it's what I want to do!
Number 4, Shuna, that time I got reincarnated as a slime. Like Zero Two, Tia voices another Oni female with pink hair that could pass for her twin, but this one is slightly different and more reserved. Shuna is known as a mystic Oni, an evolved ogress with incredible magic powers. Courtesy of Tia's acting, she comes off as compassionate, shy, and motherly to everyone she knows. But should you ever get the chance to face her in battle, she'll show through her magic that while she may be a princess, she won't hesitate to fight for the land of Tempest, and is also one not to be taken lightly.
Engage alignment field!
This character is also a favorite with fans of Tia's work, and undoubtedly certainly one of her best, and deserves an appraisal from Rimuru himself of how awesome she is in her portrayal.
Disintegration!
I've been waiting for this. Excellent work. As a reward for your sincere efforts, I shall set you free from this land.
Number 3, Yoshino Himekawa and Yoshinon, Date Alive. In the world of spirits in this anime, Tia voices not one, but technically 2 different characters. Yoshino, a shy and sweet little girl who can command the 3 forms of water, and Yoshinon, the girl's bunny puppet.
I hope he's not in trouble. What kind of trouble is the question? Without any spatial quakes today, there's only one answer. There is temptation! Birds! Bees! Oh, Cheeto, you're such a randy boy! Calm down. Cheeto would never do something like that.
Ballard shows off her talent by switching from her soft and sweet voice in Yoshino to loud, sassy, and outgoing with Yoshinon. This is due to Yoshino being shy and terrible at communicating, but gradually improves as the series progresses. But whether these characters are on screen, Tia pulls off both distinctions perfectly, making these 2, or rather this character, one of the funniest and the cutest.
Yoshino. Yes? They gave us a lot of free time on this school trip.
Number 2, Mizore Shirayuki, Rosario Vampire. Taking the penultimate spot is one of Tia's most iconic and memorable roles. In the monster world at Yokai Academy, a school for monsters and by monsters, we meet the quiet yet stalkerish snow woman, Mizore. She first starts off as lonely and depressed, but after meeting Skune Aono and company, she becomes more open even though she stalks her love interest, which leads to running gags and comedy alike.
Mizore, when did you get in here?
Call me your snow bunny. Oh, I love that.
While portraying her using her low and reserved voice, pulling off Mizore would seem difficult, but Tia nails it perfectly, which is worthy of recognition. And it also shows that while her character can make things ice cold, this guy is proud to say that she was on fire in her portrayal, causing our hearts to melt for this character. Before we get to my number 1 spot, here are a few honorable mentions. Carrot and Porsche, One Piece.
Don't need to worry. Who said you can't eat my snacks? Hold on, you've got a shark pulling your boat? I didn't hear him mention any rules forbidding the use of sharks.
Mizore with Tail, Skyward's Academy.
Now you're mine! Yes! Strike Blaster!
Elizabeth Mabley and Ticey Fennel, Freezing.
You now face second-ranked third year, executor of ingenious schemes, Elizabeth Mabley.
We should stop them before they get hurt.
It's no big deal. Bites like these are a dime a dozen.
Ragdoll, My Hero Academia.
Oh man, do you guys look exhausted? But that doesn't mean you can coast by making sloppy cat food!
Ruti Ragnarsson, banished from the hero's party.
There was a sickness spreading among them, so I used healing hands.
Wow, you're amazing, my lady.
No, I'm just a simple traveler named Rur.
Kiawe, Dragon Ball Super.
Easy target!
Number 1, Happy, Fairy Tail, and Eden Zero. Whether he's an X-Seed in the world of Fiore or an android that turned into a pair of guns that shoot lasers, Happy's everyone's favorite talking blue cat and one of Tia's most popular and longest running characters.
Oh yeah? Don't forget, I'm a wizard too! You got a problem with cats?
Of course not, sir.
This character is one of the rare times Tia has portrayed a male, an energetic, silly, and mischievous feline that's usually comedic relief. But when it comes to certain incredible moments, Tia puts every ounce of energy and acting into Happy's sadness, anger, and determination, which is always a treat to hear.
Let's get one thing straight, we're not your puppets! We're fairy tale wizards, we don't work for you!
With Happy, there is no other person that's better suited to voice him than Tia Ballard herself, whether in Fairy Tail or in Eden Zero. So let's all raise a hand, index finger and thumbs pointed, and give a passionate eyes serve for Tia. We salute you, girl.
So, you happy now?